I flew all the way from Oklahoma City to Tampa, Florida, to eat my way through Busch Gardens, try all the food, and see how much it costs and if it's worth it. First up, I headed to the smokehouse for dinner. It smelled really good, the menu looked pretty good, but I was not prepared for the taste. They have some delicious desserts. I slid my tray down and ordered some brisket. And yes, you heard that right, they were out of pulled pork. How a smokehouse, let alone a semi-busy smokehouse, runs out of pulled pork, I don't know. And those ribs that the person behind me got looked really good. I really wish I had ordered those looking back. Here are their condiments. After getting my food and my utensils, I took my tray and went to find a seat. I was extremely thirsty from walking around all day, so I took a sip of my Sprite before eating. And there's the brisket. Look at that mountain of fries that they gave me, the two. Let's dig in. So yeah, the brisket was pretty awful. It was really dry, barely had any smoky flavor, so I went back over to the condiment station to get some barbecue sauce. And they give you these tiny little cups to put it in, so I took two just to make sure I'd have enough. The brisket is a little hard to cut with the plastic knife they give you. I'll just eat it like this. There were also some cats watching me eat. I decided to sit under one of their biggest roller coasters, and it was really loud. Anyway, onto the fries. They looked pretty good at first. They had plenty of seasoning. And of course, I just go right for the ranch without even trying them dry first. And despite the fries being subpar and the brisket being downright awful, I did finish the whole plate. The most barbecue part of my brisket was the Sweet Baby Ray's that I dipped it in. That's pretty sad. At this point, it started to rain and all the rides were shut down, which is a real bummer, but I decided to come back the next day and try again. I found shelter in this little area they had for the smokehouse where you could eat, and I wish I'd found this before because it would have been a lot quieter than sitting under the roller coaster. But I headed out, had some breakfast at the hotel the next day, which was really good. The free seasoned potato wedges at the hotel are better than the seasoned fries I had at Busch Gardens last night. Got myself some OJ, it was okay. And then after breakfast, it was back to the park for more food, starting with ice cream. Let's hope the prices are reasonable and the ice cream is good. They had quite a few good looking options. There were some shakes, sundaes, floats. They had these large cans of butterscotch topping. And not a lot of different flavors, but they had the classics. Can I get a banana split, please? Banana split? Yes. She got to work preparing the banana split, and it took quite a while. There was a lot to it. She washed off the scooper in between scooping each flavor of ice cream, which I can really appreciate, because otherwise the flavors would be mixed up. Take a look at how massive those scoops of ice cream are. I definitely did not need that much, but hey, went on vacation. She sprayed on the whipped cream. Drizzle on the chocolate syrup.
You want caramel?
Yes, please. And lastly, the caramel.
That looks glorious.
It was all topped off with this bright red cherry. I'm not gonna lie, I got impatient and already tried to bite, but I'm gonna try it again on camera now. The ice cream is really thick and creamy, and their hot fudge, which was Hershey's chocolate sauce and caramel, are also pretty good. It's gonna take me a while to get to the bottom though, and try the banana.
I hope my one napkin is enough.
The chocolate ice cream is my favorite. I don't really like strawberry ice cream that much. I thought about substituting it, but then it wouldn't be a fair test. You have to get all 3 original flavors. I made it to the banana.
If you look closely, you can see little pieces of strawberry in the strawberry ice cream.
I've got to try all 3 flavors at once. Pretty good. Somehow I managed to finish the whole thing. I finished the whole banana split and somehow I still feel fine. It was really good. It was even better than the banana split that I had at Silver Dollar City one time. I think the menu said it was supposed to have sprinkles on it and it didn't, even though you don't normally put sprinkles on a banana split. They may have been out of them like they are with a lot of stuff in this park, but I don't know what happened. Also, sometimes it feels like with these things, someone writes the menu with the description of what you get, and then somebody else actually decides what you get based on the name of the menu item. I threw away the bowl after conquering that banana split.
Now it's time to ride something else. Hopefully they don't need that hose at the station.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea, but...
Well, just rode Iron Gwazi and I did not lose my ice cream.
That ride was tall, but comment below if you would ride their 325-foot drop tower called Falcon's Fury. Busch Gardens also had a few other eateries around. There was this one that just had some basic food options like cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, which they were out of when I tried to get it the first day we were there, as well as Coke products and Lay's products. After riding some more rides, I was really thirsty, so I picked up an overpriced Powerade, which was $7.29. Luckily, I had a pass, so I got a little bit of a discount. You can also buy their seasonal or daily bottles, which get you free refills. That probably would have been the smart option. Just like all the food in this park, the tots were ridiculously expensive.
They have these very delicious looking but very expensive tots here.
The brisket tater tots sounded good, but after the brisket I had the day before, I'm not so sure. They had a few Dippin' Dot stations around the park, but the banana split that I had near the entrance was the best. Here you could get a jumbo turkey leg for $17.49, which is a real steal when you compare it to the OKC State Fair's price of $18. So that's a win.
I just got the announcement that they're closing all the rides and they told us to seek shelter because they're is rain and lightning in the area. This is the third time in a row that this has happened, and this is my last night here. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel and Uber Eats some food for dinner. And it'll be better than the food here. So maybe it's a good thing that they shut down.
I made my way out of the park. Hopped in an Uber back to the hotel. They had this cute giraffe decoration advertising Busch Gardens. And in my room I found utensils.
Look at that.
Plates. And I settled on Chipotle for dinner. That's good, like Chipotle always is. My burrito bowl was only $12, which is much cheaper than the food in the park was. And I got some tap water from the hotel to drink to save some more money. That was good. I think my banana split was about the same size though. Sadly, that was all the time I had at Busch Gardens, so I packed up and headed back home. They had this giant flamingo statue in the airport. I'm back home now from Florida, and my verdict on Busch Gardens food is that it is not worth it. You can Uber Eats to the front of the park and eat outside. You can't bring the food back into the park, but as long as you're in the parking lot, you're fine. If you brought your own car, you could also leave and go to a restaurant, and it would taste a lot better than the food in Busch Gardens. There are a lot of good restaurants around Busch Gardens. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.